Okay, welcome tonight. Welcome to today's class on Kanopy. I'm Kara, the Adult Services Librarian at the Oregon Public Library in Oregon, Wisconsin. So on the first slide here, we do have contact information. So if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out. We have our email and phone number listed here. So what is Kanopy? Okay, Kanopy is an online streaming video platform for movies and TV shows and documentaries. And you can access Kanopy on your phone, tablet, laptop, desktop, or smart TV. So a lot of different ways to access this streaming resource. The first thing you'll need to do is find it on our website in order to get into the resource. So I will show you how to access Kanopy from our website. So the first thing you need to do is go to our website at oregonpubliclibrary.org. And then in the top menu, you'll see Research and Discovery. So you'll need to click on Research and Discovery. Research and Discovery is our page that shows you all of our online resources, and we have quite a list. They are listed alphabetically, so you'll need to scroll down to K for Kanopy. So on my next slide, there's Kanopy. So you can click on either the image here or the Access Kanopy words to get into the resource. We also have information about this resource. I have a link to the Kanopy help page here. And then I will also be putting this recording of this class here as well. So you can rewatch this tutorial if you need any help, or you can contact us. Okay, so now when you click on Kanopy, this is what you will see. And you'll need to add a library card and create a login to get started. But it's really easy. So first, I'll click on Add a Library Card, that red box there. And this is what it looks like. It just is the box for your library card. And so you'll put in the whole library card without any spaces, without any dashes. It starts 29078, and then all that stuff. So then on the next screen is where you'll create your account. And the account keeps tracks of how many items you watch each month. And you can also create watch lists and go back and watch stuff you've watched before and all that. So you just need to put in some basic information and create your account. Once you've created your account, you can just go ahead and get started and start watching stuff. Here they have a little like intro, how to get started. So you can do all that. You will notice in the upper left-hand corner, there is a message that says to verify your email address. So it sends you an email, and then you just need to click on a link. So here I have the verify your email that I received in my personal email. So it looks like this. You just click on verify email, and it takes you where you need to go. Okay, so now here we are in Kanopy, and there's lots of great movies and shows to watch, and it's pretty easy to browse and search. One thing I do want to show a little bit is the downloading the app. So you can watch in the browser, like on your computer or whatnot, but for smaller screens and for smart TVs and things like that, you do need to download the app. So it is on the Apple Store, the Apple App Store, and Google Play. So you can get to the app from there. And the process of downloading the app on the smart TV, I've done that before at home, but I'm pretty sure that each TV is going to be a little bit unique. So I didn't document that process. But from what I remember, it was like you click on a menu, you search for an app to download, and then you click on download. So the process is pretty similar to what I'll show you next here. So this is the page on the Kanopy help pages, and you can get to the Kanopy help pages from the listing on the research and discovery page, or just going to Kanopy help or help.kanopy.com. You can get to this page, and each of these things here under the TV apps and the mobile apps links you to a page with lots of information. I'm going to walk you through downloading the app on an Android device because that's what I have, and so it was, easy to take screenshots of that. So here's my phone at the at the Google Play Store. So I typed in Kanopy, and it auto completed Kanopy app for Android. And then you tap on install. And so then it's installing, and it really only took like maybe 10 seconds to install. So it's not like a crazy big program or anything. And then here it is ready to launch. So you just tap open, and there it is. Once you open the app here, you do have to log in. So this will link the app to your account that you just created. So you'll enter the same email and password that you used to set up your account with Kanopy. And then you're in. It was surprisingly easy. And then I just clicked on get started, and it took me to the Kanopy homepage, which is what you can see here. And it looks fairly similar to the computer homepage, the internet browser platform. And we can get into watching stuff now. So there are some pretty cool features that we have in Kanopy, and some good things to know about credits and watching. So I'll cover those things now. So again, here's your Kanopy home screen. You'll see when you're logged in. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see your name. So on the next slide, I just enlarged it to make it bigger so you could see this here. So there's kids, there's 5 out of 5 credits, and then there's Kara. That's me. So when you're logged in, you should see your name, not my name, but there we are. So if you hover over credits, you'll see some more information here. And how it works is you have 5 credits per month. And on the first of the month, you get 5 more credits. You'll only get a maximum of 5 credits. It doesn't roll over from month to month. It's just a cap of 5 credits. So each movie or episode that you watch is 1 credit. Once you start watching something, you'll have 2 or 3 days to finish watching it. And I'll cover how to tell how much time you have left in a rental in just a moment. Next to the left of the credits link over there is kids. So the Kanopy Kids section, as you guessed, is a section that just has content for kids. If you want to lock down your account so that it is only for kids and kids won't get into any other content, you can do that under your account preferences. And so essentially it will lock the account to only allow it to get into kids, the kid content, unless you put in a PIN, so a 4-digit special code that you don't tell your kids, and then they have to stay in the kids section. The Kanopy Kids section, however, does not use credits. So that is a nice feature because, your kids will click on something and start playing it and switch to something else. And it'd be like a really fast few minutes, and then all the credits would be spent. So they don't do the credit thing in the kids section. It's unlimited. You can watch as much as you need to or want to in the kids section. There's also another category that doesn't require credits, and that's the great courses. So I'll show an example of a great course later in the presentation. All right, so that's the credits and a little bit about the kids section. Now I'm going to go up here on the menu on the left-hand side. Um, so here you can hover over browse and you'll see different categories that you can look through. Comedy, world cinema, short films, animation, family friendly, directed by women, lots of really great categories here. And the one I'm going to click on here is Academy Award winners and nominees. So then these movies are all Academy Award winners or nominees. So if there's a movie you're interested in, and I was interested in Parasite, you can hover over it and this pops up here. This gives you a little bit more information about the movie. You can add it to your watch list, which is a list that you can keep track of what you want to watch later. You can also see some other categories that this has, so world cinema, movies, and drama. And you could click on these categories to get movies that fit these categories. And then you can also see more. And this will take you to the next page. And basically, if you click anywhere except these links, it will take you to this next page. So this is that see more page, and you can get a larger description and information like that. The red play button is for real. This is the button you play to play the movie. And once you hit play, it will take the credit off of your account. So be serious when you hit play because that's your credit spent. One other neat thing here in the details section, all of these are links. So you can link to content for these actors or the director, or if you were looking for more Korean language films, you could click there and it would bring up the list. And maybe it's only this one film, but actually it isn't, because I clicked it on the director, Bong Joon-ho, and this brought up the other films that he has that we can watch on Kanopy. All right. So going back up to the upper left-hand corner here, we went through browse, and now we'll go into my lists. So in my lists, there's 3 things you can do here. You can continue watching what you have started watching. And so here I started watching Father Brown, which is a TV show. It's a British TV show. And here it says I have 47 more hours, and that means not that I have 47 more hours of film to watch, but that I have 47 more hours to watch this episode. All right, so that's the continue watching. So whatever you started watching, it will show up here, tell you how long you have to watch it. And on the next thing is the watch list. So if anything looks interesting to you, you can pop it in your watch list and then very easily come back to it or watch it later or start watching it, or just keep track of it, because sometimes it's just fun to see all the different options here. The last thing on the My List is custom playlists. So you can create a custom playlist that makes it very easy to share with other people who also have Kanopy. So I created one called Dinosaurs, and you can create a new playlist by clicking on this plus here, and then you just name it. And then you need to add things into the playlist. So right now, this is my playlist. I have one playlist, and it has one clip in it. So now I want to go find more things to put in this playlist. So I'll go to search, and I did a search for dinosaurs, and all the stuff that came up for dinosaurs, that keyword comes up here. So what I ended up clicking on was this one right here with the bones. So this is an introduction to paleontology. It is episode 16 of a 24 episode great courses on paleontology and the history of the world and fossils and things like that. So here we can see play episode 16. the whole thing, if you wanted to watch the whole Great Courses, is over 12 hours. But this video, when we scroll down a little bit, you'll see, I think there's only like 30 minutes or something. There's more information you can read about this episode. There's supplemental materials because it's a Great Courses class. So there may be like a PDF or a handout to download. And then you can also see all the other episodes in this course. So I'll scroll down. And then here was more information on this episode. It's 31 minutes. You can see up here, it's 31 minutes. So now we're used to this details thing. We've seen that before. All of these are links. So you could click on the genre of science and biology or Great Courses, and that would populate a search for more items like that. But we want to go to playlists. So when you go to playlists, you'll see the playlist that you have created. And so here I have my dinosaur playlist. And if you hover over this plus, it will become add to playlist. And so I clicked on that and I added this clip into the playlist. I accidentally hit it twice and it added the clip twice. But that was fine because you can remove clips very easily. So now if we go back to the custom playlist, you can see here I have 2 clips. I removed the duplicated list. I think if I just clicked on these 3 lines and go to edit and then just click an X over it. It wasn't a big deal to fix that. So now when I click on, what did I click on? Oh, I clicked on the playlist. And now here is the playlist. You can see the 2 clips that I have on it. If I want to play the first clip, I go up here and click on clip 1. If I want to play the second clip, I click on this clip and then click play clip and all that. Probably the best reason to use this feature is because you can share this. So if you go to the share tab, then you get a link and you can share it with other Kanopy users and they can watch the same list that you did. So that can be a fun thing to share. So the next thing, I just wanted to share a little bit about searching. I already showed you a little bit how to search with just the search that I did for dinosaurs. But there are a couple search tips you can use. If you want to search an exact phrase, for instance, if you're looking for, there's a Maya Angelou documentary called Still I Rise, you could put that in quotations and then it would search only for those specific words in that order with the spaces where the spaces are. So sometimes when I'm searching with an exact match like that, I get a lot of messed up searches that say there are no results, and that's because I didn't type it in exact enough. So you can use quotation marks here to get a good exact search. The second thing is Boolean, which if you're familiar with advanced searching, that means you can add in a keyword and then add and another keyword, and it will search for titles that include the first thing and the second thing. It has to have both things. You can also use not. So the example I usually use when I'm talking about Boolean searching is daisies. So daisy could be the flower, it could be a gardening company or something, and then it could be somebody's name. So if you wanted to not have the TV show Dukes of Hazzards come up, you would type in Daisy, not Duke. I don't know that Dukes of Hazzard is in Kanopy, but if you're doing like an internet search or in a database, that is the Boolean example that I have, that I use often. So it does use Boolean, so you can use and or not in your searches if you want to get real specific. The searching that I've done, what I wanted came right up, so I didn't really need to deal with that. And then there's another thing called a wildcard, which will replace all of the letters after the asterisks to make whatever words come up. So if you were searching for CLO asterisks, it would search for clock, clown, clone, anything that had CLO and then whatever letters after it. This can be helpful for some things, like if you're not sure if it's woman or woman. So you could put WOM asterisk N and it would fill in whatever letter would fit there. But sometimes it can be a little too broad because you're looking for clowns and you get clocks and it's real different. And then in the searching, let me go back to my search results that I had here. I just passed them. Here we go. The filters here can be really good. So if I was looking specifically, I was looking for dinosaurs and science, you can go to the genres there and narrow it down by science or whatever genre you want. So when you're searching and you're not finding what you want, try using the filters as well. The last thing I want to mention is the PPR, and that is a public performance. Oh, I can't remember what the R means, but there are some titles here that you could play as a public performance. They're licensed for that. So you could read up more on the specifics of what that means for you or the organization you're playing the video for. But that is that. So I've gone back to the beginning. All right, I am going to stop my share, and that is what I had planned to talk about for Kanopy.